let's move on. All right. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, do you remember what caja B means? Exactly. Mm-hmm. All right, let's. No question, right? Uh, Okay, let's move on. All right. So en agosto, bo, constitutivos, constitutivos, ujú. Reivindica, ¿ya? Reivindica, Okay, do you understand reta? Reta, this one. Uh, retar. Okay. So retar comes from reto. So reto is a noun. Retar is a verb. Another word would be desafío, noun, desafiar. So do you have any idea about these words? No. Challenge. This is challenge. All this basically means challenge. So as a noun, you could say reto o desafío. They mean exactly the same. As a verb, retar o desafiar. Okay. So to challenge or challenge, basically, yeah. Mhm. Okay, okay. Let's move on. Ah, so el pasado 8 de septiembre. Ujú, ujú. Fiscalía, fiscalía. Ujú, ujú. All right. Mm, okay. Do you remember the word plantilla? Plantilla. Okay. In this case, we'll talk about a company. So, okay. So, no, wait a moment. Let's break it down. So, plantilla. Okay. Let's break it down. So, plantilla. Okay. It could be from planta. Okay. So basically, plantilla could be a draft. Okay. A copy. It could be an insole, okay, so la plantilla del zapato. But when you talk about company, you mean the staff. So la plantilla de trabajadores, we say, yeah? La plantilla de trabajadores. So when you mean a company, I say, for example, la plantilla de Neurona. Okay, Neurona is a consulting company, as we are reading here. So yeah, we talk about the people that work in this company. Yeah. All right. Let's move on. So no plantilla. Yeah. Yeah. Pantalla. Okay. I think pantalla is gonna come up later, so I'm gonna. Yeah, but remember, I don't know if you happened to watch that video I sent you yesterday. Pantalla we also used to talk about, so screen, yeah. But if I say una empresa pantalla, I think it's gonna come out later. So pantalla basically is like something that covers, yeah. So we mean a front company, okay. Empresa pantalla. Mhm. So yes, it means a screen, but in this expression, when we see it with a company, it means like a front company, yeah. Ok. So una de las fragmentación consiste en saber si neurona en España disponía de la plantilla necesaria. Ujú. Asesoría. Okay, this is an important word for you, I think. Asesoría. Any idea? No. Okay, asesoría is like a counselor or consulting company. So, for example, in Spain, if you need to, for example, you need to pay any tax or you need to declare something or anything to have to do with the government and you don't know how to do that, you can go to one of these company and they do it. For example, about the tax income papers, yeah. So if you want to declare your tax, what the taxes you pay, all that, and you don't know how to fill in the paper or what you have to do, you can go to one of these companies and they do it for you. Yeah. For example, la declaración de la renta. Yeah. So for example, I do it myself. So I pay like a 50 euro, I think, and they do everything. So I don't have to do it. All right. So asesoría. So it comes from asesorar. So asesorar means to counsel, yeah, or to give advice. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Mm-hmm. Okay. This is the end of it, isn't it? Yes. Okay, last paragraph. Any question, by the way? All right. Mm-hmm. Oops. Hmm. Mayores. Hmm. Okay, let's see if you know this one. So no se descarta. Do you know this one? Okay, descarta means to discard. Yeah, let me type it. So descartar, discard. Okay. So non descarta means it can't be discarded. Yeah, it can't be ignored. Yeah. Um. Okay, desfilar. Okay, here we have desfilar. Desfilar. Yeah. So desfile. Do you know desfile? So desfile. What is this? Okay, desfile is the Spanish word for parade. Yeah, a parade. So desfilar is the verb. So basically, here it's being used like they have to walk before the judge. Okay. The other word we use a lot when we talk about organizations, cúpula. So remember, cúpula is the dome of a church. It's like the roof, yeah, of a church. Yeah. But when we talk about company, it's the top people, the big cheese. Yeah. All right. How do you find this document here? Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Uh, Now we're gonna read. Okay. Now we're gonna read. Okay, a little bit of this, and then we'll do a little bit of grammar. So more. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about a guy called Villarejo. He was quite I wouldn't. I was going to call him popular, but actually it's the opposite. So I'm gonna call him famous, not popular, because he isn't. So basically, this guy was like a detective, and he was working for different politicians. So he was the one who would find out dirt on other politicians. So okay. Anyway, so Villarejo. Let me talk about the CNI. So Fernie basically is like the MI5 in the UK. Okay, it's like the intelligence, yeah, or the people that Fernie. Centro Nacional de Investigación. I think that's the yeah in Spain, all in Spain. But of course, you know how these organizations work. Like they work with other companies like FBI, MF, all that. It's just too too much dirt to talk about. Yeah. Anyway, so Villarejo. Can I read the titular? Headline. Okay, let's talk about this word. Salpicar. So salpicar basically means to splash water, but we use this verb not only for water. So salpicar means to splash, yeah, to splash. But exactly, but it also means to put dirt on someone or to make something affect somebody else. And here, Emerito, we talk about the Emirate king. We talk about Juan Carlos, okay? Okay. So salpicar means to put dirt on someone or to affect someone in a bad way. Yeah? Okay. They stopped a big operation on Andorra in order not to affect the Emirate king. Mhm. So salpicar is always a word. So okay, salpicar means to splash water. Yeah. So salpicar agua. But when we talk about corruption, it means like you do something and this something you're doing affects somebody else. Yeah. It's usually related to corruption or something like that. Okay. So basically, like for example, it's quite common actually. Like you don't talk about this, so this person doesn't get involved in the case, yeah, in the investigation, yeah. Okay, so el ex comisario, we talk about Villarejo here, okay? The guindos. Ujú. Primero, ujú, ujú. So let's read a little bit here. Okay, we're gonna read just the first paragraph today. Okay. Mhm. Centenares, centenares. So centenares mean hundreds. Mhm. 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 Participaron, participaron. Mhm. Okay, so this is the ex-president, yeah, the one we had before. Okay, so basically this, uh, well, it's like a official officer. Okay, he used to be official officer in the police. Yeah, so he would record everybody. So he was the guy who would record every important person in Spain, every politician, every you know. So basically, he said like the American had a lot of business in yeah, abroad, basically, yeah. Okay. Um, mhm. Tapar is to cover. Mhm. Let's see. Okay, okay. Um, and, okay. Let's stop for a little bit. We're gonna do this now. Okay. So yesterday we saw how you can use the article as an intensifier or expletive. Yeah. So if you remember, we've seen expression like la de cosas que dice, lo mal que habla, etc., etc. Do you remember? We can also use the definite article. Wait a minute, this is the same. Okay, so this is the same one we saw yesterday, actually. Yeah, do you remember this one? Yeah, okay. Okay, so we're gonna see. Okay, we're gonna see now the same, pretty much the same, but with the indefinite article. So, for example, tengo un hambre. Yeah, tengo un hambre. So notice here is another way of intensify, like you really hungry. Yeah. Let's take a look at some of the example. So basically, you're gonna use una, unos, unas plus a noun or an adjective. Yeah. For example, Miguel y María ya tienen 20 años. Están hechos unos hombres. Yeah? Do you understand this? In English, you would say, "Oh, they are ready, man," or "They are ready, man." Yeah. Okay. Aurora es una santa. So notice here, I am putting emphasis on he is an angel. Okay, a saint. Okay. So Aurora es una santa. ¿Cómo se sacrifica por su familia? Ese tío es un chalao. So chalao means crazy. Okay, remember you can also use this ese tío, esa mujer for the same purpose, yeah? Another example. Los hijos de Sebastián son unos golfos. Golfo means like rascals, yeah, bad eggs, bad eggs. Mm. Yeah, exactly, thugs. There you are. Bad eggs. There's unos golfos, bad people in general, yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah, bad egg. Don't you say that in English? He's a bad egg. Mm-hmm. All right, don't worry. Um, okay, it's also possible to add todo to even make it more, like to exaggerate even more. So remember the sentence we've seen before? Está hecho un hombre. So you can also say está hecho todo un hombre. So basically, this means like he's a man through and through, or he's completely a man now. Yeah. More examples of this. Okay. Okay, you can also add this señor, señora for the same purpose. Okay, so Lucía es una señora abogada. Gabriel vive en una señora casa. So this does not mean sir or madam. It just means real. It's really a house. It's like a way of exaggerating. Like it's really a good house. Another example. Los Gómez tienen un señor problema con la hipoteca. Hemos traído. Exactly. Hemos traído de La Mancha unos señores melones. This is quite colloquial though, okay? But you might hear this one. Um, okay, okay, however, you wouldn't use señor, señora when you have caballero, dama, hombre, o mujer. You will use just todo. So, Jesús es todo un caballero. So basically, Jesus is really a gentleman. Yeah. Um, Another example. Lucía es toda una señora abogada. Yeah. Uh, Let me see. Hmm? She's really a good lawyer. So you put the emphasis on the fact that he's a good lawyer. Um, Now, so you have this una. So sometimes you want to put emphasis on a quality. So you're gonna say una plus that quality, and then and then the noun. For example, ¿has visto las golondrinas? Sí, es un desastre de película. Es un desastre de película. Another example. Juan es un encanto de persona. Qué amable es. ¿Eh? Another one. No te perdiste nada. Fue un aburrimiento de fiesta. We say this kind of. This one is quite common. Very, very, very common. Las Cicladas son unas maravillas de islas. Yeah? Or for example, let me make one of my own. Um, for example, um, Cádiz es un espectáculo de ciudad. Yeah? Quite colloquial as well, but we use this one a lot. This is quite common. Okay, you can also use this una plus a noun, especially with these three verbs, hacer, tener o pasar, to mean like this is a lot or it's extremely like you're putting a lot of emphasis of this action. For example, hace un viento, yeah, hace un viento. Or for example, tienes una suerte que ni te imaginas. Yeah? Very, very common. So, tienes una suerte. Yeah? Another example. Tengo un sueño terrible. Yeah? So, you can also add an adjective to make it even stronger. Yeah? Pasamos un hambre. Yeah? Okay. You can also use this una de plus a noun to talk about the quantity. Like you did or there's a lot of this. Yeah? So, tengo una de trabajo, o for example, Son está mal, dice una de tonterías, o tengo una de libros, yeah? It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. This is just a way of uh, putting emphasis of the quantity. Yeah. This is similar to the one we saw yesterday. La de. So this is like saying la del libro que tengo. Do you remember? Pretty much the same. But it's a little bit, it's just different structure, as you can see. Okay, let's practice this. So we're gonna use una, unos, unas plus a noun or an adjective to put emphasis on this quality, yeah? So for example, ese hombre es un infeliz. Mm. Number two, engañando, engañando. Mhm, mhm. So they're always deceiving his parents, okay? So someone who is always telling lies to his parents, what would you call this person? Es un sinvergüenza. Yes. Number three. There you are. And remember, you could say, está hecha toda una mujer if you want to make it even more expressive. Yeah? Está hecha toda una mujer. By the way, this is very, very, very common in Spanish. Like, as I told you, Spanish is a language of emotions. And we use this expression all the time. Quite common. Four. So, dar la cara. Do you remember the expression? To face the music or to take responsibility. Yeah, it was to confront a problem. Yeah. So if you avoid dealing with a problem, you are no. If you avoid a problem or if you run away, Pepe es un cobarde, nunca da la cara. Ujú. 5. You could say sinvergüenza as well. Let's try another one. Impresentable, yeah. Yeah, this is also very similar actually. Impresentable. So ese tío es un impresentable. This is quite common in Spanish. So impresentable basically means like shameless, not presentable, literally, unpresentable, yeah. And notice we say this ese tío a lot, yeah. Ese tío, esa tía, very common in Spanish, yeah. Rodrigo es. There you are. So he's a saint. Yeah? 7. Okay, what could you say? Es un listo, for example. Yeah? Okay, this expression I have to explain. So listo, when you use it like this, like eres un listo, and I say like this, it's not something nice. It means like you are wise ass. Okay. So only because I added this changes everything. So if I say eres listo, it's different from eres un listo. So you have to pay attention to this detail because they really make a huge difference. 5. Roñosos. So roñoso means the same as tacaño. Do you remember tacaño? Okay. Thrifty, stingy, yeah, cheapskate. You don't like to spend money, okay? Yeah, so eres un roñoso, eres un tacaño, you could also say, yeah? Right. Uh, let's go to the next one. Okay. So we're gonna use todo, toda, or señor, señora, plus the article. So, nos ganas a todos. Eres todo un campeón. Okay. Cirujano. Cirujano, do you know? Mhm, mhm. 3. Yeah, that's also possible. Toda una bronca, o una señora bronca, also possible, yeah? Let me type the other one so you can see the other version as well. So tiene una señora bronca. Okay, remember that this, when you use it like this, you cannot really use it with a person. You cannot say es un señor cirujano. It sounds weird. You will say es un señor melón, for example. Es un señor melón. Yeah, it's really a good melon. Yeah? But this is a kind of a slang. Okay. 4. Okay, estornudar. Achí. To sneeze. Estornudar, estornudo means to sneeze or sneeze. Yeah? So tiene un señor catarro, for example. ¿Ya? Tiene un señor catarro. Do you understand catarro? No, catarro. Cold. To have a cold. So catarro is the same as resfriado. ¿Ya? So tiene un señor catarro. Mhm. Or for example, you could also say, tienes un señor problema. ¿Ya? Cinco. Okay, actually right, because we talk about woman. Eres toda una artista. So it's Raquel, yeah, you're right. Seis. Vaya paella que te ha salido. Very common expression. Mhm. So what does this sentence mean? And what the one before that? Vaya paella te ha salido. Do you understand that one? Okay. So here salir basically means to produce. Like you really turn out a good paella. You really made a good paella, yeah? hmm So basically, when I say salir with a reflexive like this, it means like it came out of you, like you made that, yeah? So vaya paella que te ha salido. Perfect, perfect, yeah. Or you could also say menuda. Menudo is basically the same as vaya. So menudo, for example, menuda tortilla que te ha salido. Chapó. Me quito el sombrero. Yeah? Or you could also say, eres un máquina. Very common expression. Eres un máquina. Very, very common. O eres genial. Sí. Está para chuparse los dedos, you could also say. Está para chuparse los dedos. This is out of this world. Amazing, yeah? Especially when you talk about food, yeah? So basically, this is an expression means like your food is so good that I need to suck my fingers. Yeah. Siete. I'm talking about fingers, okay? Dirty mind. Sorry, my wife. Quirófano. Quirófano. Okay, so Luca had something operation. Quirófano. So quirófano would be the surgeon, the surgery section of the hospital. Okay. Yeah, surgery. There you are. Quirófano is surgery, right? Mhm. So una señora operación. There you are. So Luca tenía una señora operación. O toda una operación, you could also say. 5 horas de quirófano. So that means he spent 5 hours in the surgery. Mhm. Good job. Quirófano, yeah. Es una preciosidad de lava. Okay, we're gonna practice this one. Okay, so now we need to use this una adjective, the noun structure. So when we use this, we are putting emphasis on the quality. Okay? For example, this first one. El lago Titicaca es precioso. Es una preciosidad de lago. Okay. Okay, you need, okay. Uh, my bad, my bad. Actually, you need to use two nouns. So, es una maravilla de ciudad. So you're saying that this city is really, really wonderful. Yeah. Sara es encantadora. No, no, wait a moment. You need to use a noun first. So, encanto is masculine. So, un encanto es un encanto de persona. Do you understand this? Mm, exactly. Four, cuatro. Es una novela muy aburrida. Aburrida, es un aburrimiento. ¿Ya? Aburrimiento. ¿Ya? Es un aburrimiento de novela. Ujú. Can you repeat? Ujú. For example, you could say something like this talking about your neighbor. So, for example, he is a nightmare of a person, you could say. Es una pesadilla de persona. Mi vecino, ¿ya? Five. Ujú. Sorry, horror de casa. Es un horror de casa. Seis. Ujú. Siete. No. Una maravilla, por ejemplo, o something like that. Una preciosidad, o sea, ¿ya? Son una preciosidad de islas. Ujú. Ocho. Peinado. Mhm. Okay, can you make up an example of this? So you have to think of a noun, okay, horror or something like that. Then and then the person thing you're talking about, yeah? Mhm. Exactly. So, este edificio es un horror de lugar, for example. Mhm. You are. Okay, now let's try verbs. Okay, with this one, you usually have three different verbs: hacer, tener, o pasar. So this is the first verb you're gonna say. Then you need the article, and then you have to talk about the thing we're talking about. For example, hace mucho viento. Hace un viento. ¿Ya? Tengo mucha sed. Tengo una sed. ¿Ya? Ujú. Hace mucho sol. Hace un sol. ¿Ya? Hace un sol. Hace mucho calor. Hace un calor. Ujú. Tengo un dolor de estómago. You can also say, ¿ya? Seis. María tiene una suerte. Ujú, exacto. Pasamos un frío. Ujú. You could add an adjective if you want. Horrible. Pasamos un frío horrible. Yeah? You could also say that, yeah? Pasé mucho miedo. Pasé un miedo horrible, sí, yeah. Ujú. O miedo espantoso, yeah. Any adjective, basically. Pasé un miedo espantoso. Yeah. Cuando vi a Donald Trump, pasé una vergüenza increíble. For example, yeah, yeah. Or you could, yeah, we use this kind of expression all the time. By the way, it's not common. It's not uncommon. It's quite common. Okay, do we have that? Yes. Now we're gonna do something similar, but you're gonna talk about the quantity. You're gonna put emphasis on the quantity. So this is una de plus a noun. Yeah. So for example, Marisa tiene una de amigas. Yeah? Número dos. So, tengo una de trabajo. Ujú. So, se gasta una de dinero. Ujú. Cuatro. Tiene una de ropa. Ujú. Ujú. Tiene una de accidentes. Increíble. Yeah, for example, if you want to sound a little bit more emphatic. Yeah? And the last one. Tiene una de líos. For example, Brian, tienes una de líos. Tienes una de líos que no veas. Yeah? Yeah, we use this kind of shit a lot. All the time. All the time. O for example, you can say, tengo una de problemas que no te lo pueden imaginar. Oh, yeah. Very, very, very common. Okay. Can you get out and come back to the other room so we continue the next lesson? Yes, just close this one, go to class cap and click to the next, to the one at 12, okay? All right, so I'll see you around.